Come with us now on a journey through time and space to the world
of Robert's studio. Hey everyone, I just finished doing a rebuild of my studio office and thought it might be fun to do a video and take a look at the gear and all the crazy stuff that occupies this really rather small space where I do most of my work. This was a workshop for the previous owner of the house who was a ham radio amateur TV repairman type. So it took me a couple years, but I finally realized I should start moving my gear down here. That's what it looked like last year when I first moved in, but a lot of gear has come, gone, been put into storage, been sold, and this is where I am now. So obviously I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and that door indicates that this room is actually smaller on the inside than it is on the out. You'll see Doctor Who stuff like that all over the place as I turn the camera in a big circle here. First bit of gear is the Roland SH-01A, and underneath that my original Casio CZ-101 from the 80s, my first professional synthesizer. And this is my Moog Model D reissue from a few years back. Really glad I got that. Obviously I'm a big Star Trek fan as well. But the real pride and joy and what occupies about 67% of this space in this room is my Roland System 100 from the 70s. I managed to get these piece by piece over a few years and put it together, and there's nothing like it. It's a real beast. This year I added a Space Echo to it, the RE150, and a couple weeks ago this Clark Technic chorus. Here's the ductwork with foam protecting my forehead. This place is an acoustical nightmare, but I love it. There's a cat bed because cats visit in here often. There's the Take 5, which I got a couple weeks ago before the price went up. It's great. I need to spend a lot more time with it, but I just had to grab it when I grabbed it. So you also see a lot of this art from one of my favorite artists, Elgato Gomez. Look her up. Sync box from Roland to get the System 100, talking to other more modern gear. Also into Space 1999. There's my Eagle, TARDIS, and a Dalek. The TARDIS is actually a case that holds sort of the 50th giant 50th anniversary CD collection. Obviously, I'm into Space Cat, the space program. Also, used to really be into Godzilla, so a few things there. Lots more in storage and Ghost in the Shell stuff. And there's the War Doctor. I'm all ready for January. There's my Moog Foundation calendar. And let's see, art by Bob Eggleton. My Roland hat. More patch cables of various lengths than I'll ever need. And this is pretty much the centerpiece of my studio now, the combination of the Roland Phantom 6 and the Jupiter-X, both of which I got this summer, and simply had to get them together and bring them closer to my IMAX setup so that I could do more interesting things with DAW work and so on. I mean, that's a good book right there. You should get that. And also, I've got, it's actually two things there. The Uno drum from IK, love it. And underneath it is the Moog Siren, just for the moment. I need to reorganize that. And behind and above all that is a collection of Doctor Who miniatures. I've got so many more. These are ones that I've painted. I just did this more when I was more into tabletop gaming and stuff like that, and when I had a more steady hand for painting stuff like this. Um, boy, boy, lots of cobwebs. I really need to. Probably should have done all that cleaning when I had the synthesizers out of here, but the bright light reveals everything. Anyway, there's my Doctor Who miniatures. And just everything from Mothra, Cybermen, my favorite villains in Doctor Who. Another Elgato Gomez painting. Old picture of my wife and I from our honeymoon. How cute. And more Elgato Gomez. And a Little Bub Space Cat print. Some very cool Doctor Who prints. New retro wave. My custom Roland System 1M with the custom template on top, and one of my favorite synths from this year, the big not desktop, the big Uno Synth Pro. Most everything in here runs into my Focusrite Scarlett. On top of that, Korg sequencer, my wonderful Lyra 8 synthesizer, big, mean drone machine. Another one of my favorites, the Roland Studio Electronics SE02 with a Novation controller and the Enhancia Nova ring. And there's a Casio CZ cartridge I need to open up and replace the battery. KRK rocket monitors. Oh, more Doctor Who stuff. An old Godzilla print. Tiny keyboards for ants. More prints, more cables. And I should note, despite all these patch cables, I never actually got into Eurorack that much, or I got in and I got out real fast, fortunately. I have just as much fun with Cherry Audio's Voltage Modular and this, the AI modular system from Tangible Waves. It's tiny but mighty, and great bang for the buck. Here underneath those stairs, a bunch of little shelves built in. There's my complete collection of Godzilla soundtracks from Japan, other all-time favorite CDs, soundtracks, more starships from Star Trek, Space 1999, Galactica, Mandalorian, Star Wars. Below that, Anderson stuff, UFO, Space 1999, and a couple other Japanese things thrown in there. Blake 7, Space Battleship Yamato, and unpaid bills and CDs, including this one, the latest from Matt Berry, who you probably know from lots of things like Boosh. And What We Do in the Shadows. It's his big new compilation album. Here something coming up real soon, the Casio Tone CT S400, which really surprised me. A lot of fun. Video soon. Sort of an island of misfit toys there on a tray. Lyrics, the Waldorf synth, the Yamaha Reface, a new tech, just stuff that's like I really need to find room for, the right space, and find some time to spend more time with them. And this beautiful print from, I don't know, from the 60s of what the space race was supposed to look like. I just find that space age that never was very fascinating. Cute Vulcan girl and Robbie the Robot. So that's the 360 degree view of my studio closet. If you have any questions about something you glimpsed that I didn't mention or about any of this gear, advice and assistance is obtainable immediately. So leave a question or comment down below. And hope you enjoyed this. Everybody have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and let's all have a great New Year. Be seeing you.